Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Houston Texans. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Throwing on first is Wentz. Man open, it's J.J. Rwtaka18's. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Ito Smith, his first carry. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time. Have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that would be incomplete. Now, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 16. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Draw play. Elliott. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Something. Most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback who's scrambling around actually takes off and runs downfield. And that's exactly what he did.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Watch twins. Watch 4.
Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now we'll play. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare.
Now Elliott. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
You better bring it. You better bring it. Hey, 31. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Hey, watch that, watch that.
Here's Watson. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Reset. 19. Yeah, right there. 54 Mike. 54. Defense, no game. Switch.
Now Watson on third and goal. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on third down.
And ordinarily on third down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay, because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Here we go. Pac-Man. 280. Check 53. That's what I do. Watch the safety crease.
On play action, Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there for Philly. 67 yards.
Done. 180. Check 53. Man, we got to get this stop here, D.
From the gun, it's Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Here we go now with Smith. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. Wentz going to go on 4th down. Arcega-Whiteside. Touchdown, Eagles. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. No problem there on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
What we got?
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
So don't say nothing.
From just shy of midfield, Watson. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Don't be scared of it.
On the counter, Elliott. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The 46-yard line.
Set. 19. 3 is the mark. Check the out. Check the out. Check the out. I got it. I got it. I-25. Time to go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30.
Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
53. My 31. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. 26. Check 53.
From the shotgun again to Elliott. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
They're not ready for this. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Check it out.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And his throw is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ferguson. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Operating from the gun, Watson. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 10-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Smith running right. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
I call that run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Coming in. 30. Check 13. Check 13.
Wentz. And he fires one incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Wentz to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took... Their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this Texans defense stands tall.
It's a turnover on downs.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the 44, Watson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. This is Elliott. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On 3rd down, Slade. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I got you. I got you.
On 1st down, it's Brooks. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Throwing his Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. On play action, it's Wentz. And he finds his tight end, it's Ertz. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Mike, here we go, here we go. 180! Mike, run.
Wentz to throw again. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point safely through. And the lead is now 14-10.
14, Texans 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
All day, every day.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Dobbins. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They go to Elliott again. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crack.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. They find some open field here. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running.
This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Eagles 21, Texans 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They
go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Gallup getting it on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They go back to the ground with Smith. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
Double up. He's coming.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Empty.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check. Lefty.
Throwing now is Wentz. Ertz over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Wentz. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Now Wentz. And a throw there going to be incomplete. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on 3rd down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
Well, the drive started the shadow of their own goalpost all the way back at the 2. Pretty nice job of getting downfield and at least getting 3.
Agreed on that one. A real nice job because really their goal was to get out of the shadows of those goalposts and give themselves a little bit of room to help out their defense. Instead, they got 3 points out of it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
But again, it's Elliott. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
No, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Ito Smith. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. This is brought in at the 21. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Elliott on 1st down to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Eagles on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
They'll run on first down. Brooks. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Wentz now on first down. Open man, Rwtaka18's. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A first down carry for Smith. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
On first down, it's Brooks, able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 times and 8 chances. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And a give this time to the tailback. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
This game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made by Brandon Williams. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that led.